Okay. So last meeting we already started discussing hydroboration and oxidation. So take note, no, yung hydroboration and oxidation, it offers us another path to form an alcohol from alkene or convert an alkene to an alcohol, no. So if you will recall, no, yung yeah, this is your hydration. So during hydration kasi we use the reagents water with acid, no, as your catalyst. We can convert alkene to alcohol. However, your alcohol will follow Markovnikov's here. So this is the Markovnikov's rule or the Markovnikov product. Yeah, Markovnikov product. And then it will also use or utilize the carbocation mechanism. So hence, your hydration reaction is prone for rearrangement. So with that, no, what if we don't want the Markovnikov product? We want the anti-Markovnikov. And at the same time, we don't want any rearranged products, no. So that's the reason why chemists, no, organic chemists, started searching for another pathways. So we have the hydroboration oxidation. So for hydroboration oxidation, take note, Josh, this is a two-step process wherein we can convert an alkene going to alcohol. So at the end of your reaction, after oxidation, we'll have the anti-Markovnikov alcohol or product. Okay? So this is a very good reaction so that we can form the anti-Markovnikov. And since the mechanism doesn't follow a carbocation intermediate, so in fact, if we will recall, no, ang intermediate natin for the hydroboration is alkylborane. No? Yung hydroboration oxidation, yung pinaka-intermediate talaga is so ito. Yan. This one. Okay? So an alkylborane. And note that during hydroboration, the transition state is a four atom coordination na transition state. Okay? So take note, the BH2 will be attached to the less substituted carbon due to steric factors and electronic factors. And then, once we form the alkylborane, we can easily convert that into an alcohol with oxidation. So take note, kung nasaan yung BH2 mo, retain lang siya, no? So we'll have retention of configuration and then conversion to an hydroxy group rather, no? So magiging hydroxy group na yan or alcohol. So since yung BH2, it follows the anti-Markovnikov product, no? So OH will also be following the anti-Markovnikov configuration. Okay? So yung hydroboration process is done using BH3 as long as you have the borane or boron trihydride. Okay na yan. It's usually complexed with THF commercially available, no? So that it's more stable. And at the same time, if you don't want BH3, ano yung disadvantage ni BH3, Josh? Or parang yung end product niya? If you use BH3 for hydroboration, what is the end product? Sige nga. What's the end product for hydroboration? Anti-Markovnikov na alkylborane, pero gaano kadami yung alkyl groups mo? Kapag BH3 ang gagamitin. Yes? Again? Pag BH3 ang gagamitin, how many rounds of hydroboration can happen?
Pwede umabot po ng 3.
3, correct, no? So, borane kasi ang ginagamit natin, BH3. Ay, nawala yung slide. Anong
Naging
nakikita
black
mo?
po. Naging black.
Naging black or C. Ayan. Okay. So, with that, Josh, no, ang ibig sabihin nito, yung hydroboration process, if we use BH3 there, we can end up having 3 alkyl groups attached to your boron atom, no? So trialkylborane. So we can actually change BH3 into other boron derivatives so that we can only have one alkyl attachment. Okay? Once you form the alkyl borane, we can easily oxidize that by having basic hydrogen peroxide. So once you reacted the alkyl borane with basic hydrogen peroxide, we can now form the alcohol. So shortcut lang doon yung BH2 ay mapapalitan ng hydroxy group. At the end of the reaction, both hydroboration oxidation combined. So pag pinag-combine na natin sila, it's a hyphenated reaction. So two-step reaction ito. Yung H and OH natin, if we will analyze, it is both of them were added in syn fashion. No? So syn addition ang mangyayari ngayon dyan. So if you have chirality centers form, so take note of the stereochemistry of the starting alkene. Okay? So ngayon, basta ang mahalaga dito, Josh, at the end of the reaction ng hydroboration oxidation, anti-Markovnikov ang mabubuo. Number 2, syn addition. Yung i-follow
So,
natin
hindi po
addition
pwedeng
ng
anti na, hindi po pwedeng anti na anti-Markovnikov or sin na Markovnikov.
yeah, oo. So for hydroboration oxidation, hindi. Anti-Markovnikov siya, then syn addition fashion siya.
So,
Okay?
meron pong dalawa
So,
pa. Ginawa po ng
anong
methods.
dalawa? Hindi. Isa na lang ang naiiwan. We have the Markovnikov pa rin, pero
Yun po,
no
no?
rearrangement. No rearrangement naman siya.
Mm.
Okay? So, yep. So, like what I mentioned, the
At saka
hydroxyl
ano pa naman
group
si
will
kung
replace.
sin po, wala pong rearrangement.
Yeah, walang rearrangement tong anti-Markovnikov. So take note, the hydroboration oxidation, no rearranged products here. So the alkyl boron compound will be replaced by your hydroxy group. Okay, so this is also just a summary. I just want to, okay, so sa hydroboration, dun nangyayari yung addition ng hydrogen, no? Kasi nawala nga yung isang BH bond mo doon eh. Tapos sa oxidation, dun naman ma-add yung OH mo. In fact, substitution yung nangyayari doon kasi yung BH2 was substituted by the hydroxy group. Okay? So, ito yung na-discuss na natin last time. So, we've also answered this question. And then, paano, Josh, kung ayaw mo ng oxidation? You want to convert the alkyl borane into something else. You can follow hydroboration with another type of reaction. Kaya nga sabi ko sa'yo, di ba, hyphenated reaction ang hydroboration oxidation. Kasi yung mismong reaction natin, conversion of alkene to alcohol, it's two steps yun, no? So, forming of hydroboration, formation of alkyl borane, tapos oxidation, formation of your alcohol from the intermediate na alkyl borane. So, ngayon, we treat alkyl borane as an intermediate product. No? So, with that, kung intermediate product siya, we can also opt out for other reactions. Kaya ito,
Ito ba po yung only na best way to produce an alkene?
hindi. Ang best way is for to produce alkene, hydrogenation na lang. From alkenes
Opo,
From
no,
alkene.
tama. Pero hindi pa po yan, no? Siguro ito pa po yung
Yeah.
ginagamit nila before or are there reasons na hindi
Hindi.
pwedeng mag-hydrogen?
Feeling ko ito, pwedeng, kasi yung alkyl borane, di ba tignan mo yung hydroboration, Josh, ang goal ni hydroboration to produce this. Tapos ito, flexible na yan. So you can actually
Anything po,
proceed
no?
with other type of reactions.
Okay.
If you want to substitute the BH2. Kasi madaling matanggal ito eh. No? Good living group siya. So, hindi siya good living group rather. May mga ways tayo para matanggal yung BH2, no? Or substitute or replace that. Okay? So, yun nga, one way is oxidation wherein we use basic hydrogen peroxide para yung BH2 or yung boron group natin, no, will be replaced by hydroxy group. Paano kung gusto mo gawing alkane,
Ano ba
no?
naman the
So
best
from
version
alkyl
ever?
borane, magiging alkane siya. Okay, good. So i-heat mo lang siya with acetic acid. So medyo madali ito kaya feeling ko na discover nila to kagad kasi ang simple lang nung mismong reagents na kailangan natin. You have the alkyl borane from hydroboration and then heat it up together with acetic acid, no, aqueous acetic acid, and then you'll form the alkane, no? Ayan, may alkane ka na, and then yung esterified na esterified na boron product. So, take note Josh, during, protonolysis, so ano palang tawag dito
Jean-Léonard
Josh?
Marie
Kasi ito ay
Poiseuille.
galing sa ano 'di ba, alkene. Let's say yan,
Jean-Léonard Marie Poiseuille.
tapos nag-BH3 ka, ayan. So, anong
Jean-Léonard
hyphenated
Marie
reaction
Poiseuille.
ito? Sige nga. So, you started with formation of, alkylborane. So, ano yon? That is hydroboration. Okay.
Ano pala po kung
Tapos
gusto
sino
niyang
yung sumunod
peroxide?
dito? Ha?
Ano pala po yung
Sorry?
ng peroxide?
Anong peroxide yung dulo?
Final product mo, peroxide.
Ng peroxide. Iba yun, peroxidation yun. So,
Pero
you will
pwede na pala.
require another. Ang hindi ko lang sure, Josh, kung meron ng existing from alkylborane diretso to peroxide,
Ito po
organic
na, pero wala
peroxide.
yata po na.
So, kung gusto mo, pwede kang makadiscover din ng ganun na reaction. So, pero ito muna. Alkylborane, diniretso na, from alkylborane, from alkene, naging alkylborane by hydroboration. Pero ito, alkylborane, naging alkane. So, this is what? Protonolysis. So, ito ngayon yung pangalan ng reaction mo. So, hydroboration, protonolysis. So, kapag sinabi mong hydroboration, protonolysis, at the end of the two-step reaction, you'll convert alkene to what? What is the end product of protonolysis? Josh? Yes, Josh? What is the end product after protonolysis?
Ano po siya?
Naging alkane. So ngayon, ang concept natin, hydroboration protonolysis is the reaction wherein we can convert alkene into an alkane. Okay? So, take note, this is a good reaction actually, no? Kasi from alkylborane, naging alkane siya. Pero hindi siya yung usual na route natin when we want to form alkanes from alkenes. Commercially then speaking, no, hydrogenation of alkenes are usually employed via or are usually formed via catalytic hydrogenation. So that is the more common procedure or more commercially viable na reaction. So catalytic hydrogenation lang ng alkene and then magiging alkane na siya. So yun nga lang, ang maganda dito Josh, no, from the alkylborane kasi, since we're replacing here BH2 and we're adding only H, this is a very useful way so that we can add deuterium or tritium dun sa alkylborane. No? So yung B mo, yung boron group mo, will be replaced by either deuterium or tritium. Ngayon, tingin mo Josh, bakit ka naglalagay ng isotopes for this? May use ba yon? So this is a good technique to introduce deuterium or tritium dun sa mismong organic functionality natin. So why do you want to introduce these isotopes into a compound? And then one way is through hydroboration protonolysis. Bakit? Tingin mo, ano kayang use niya? Yes, Josh? May use ba yan? Bakit parang kailangan pa ba natin mag-introduce ng deuterium tsaka tritium dun sa organic compounds? Example, ayan. Yan no, nag-introduce tayo ng deuterium tsaka
Marker.
at deuterium pala to lahat. So,
Pero mas
deuterated
rare po yung
acetic
tritium.
acid.
Mas rare po yung tritium and radioactive.
Again, sorry.
Rare ba po yung tritium?
Mas ano?
Rare ba?
Mas rare pa. Ano yung parang pinaka-use niya kung rare siya? Why do we want na para mag-introduce ng deuterated or tritiated deuterium or tritium
Siguro,
dun sa
there's only
functionality standard?
one reactive hydrogen sa alkyl. Almost one.
Pero ano yung purpose niyan? Bakit gusto mo, tingin mo, mag-isip ka lang ng reasoning. Bakit kaya mag-introduce ka ng isotope na deuterium or tritium? Why not hydrogen na lang? Like kunwari, acetic acid na lang. Instead of deuterated acetic acid, which is mas mahal pa yun, di ba? O
Gusto
kaya
ko na lang.
tritiated
Kaya
acetic acid.
pwedeng gusto
Sige. Pwede. So, syempre, of course, one major reason
Patricio,
is your
Asian bro.
organic chemist wants that product. Hmm. Pero
Pero po,
bakit kaya tingin mo gusto nila?
Patricio,
Alam mo kung ano yung, ano again?
pwede. Kaya sa ano, aspect,
Hindi. Actually, ang gusto nila yan sa, ano nga ito? NMR, Nuclear Magnetic
para sa ano, kasi
Resonance.
iba po yung mas siguro para malaman sa kung ano, kung
Correct.
pathway pa, no?
Mag-iiba yung ano niya, yung um, response kumpara dun sa ano natin, sa hydrogen natin, normal hydrogen. So, this is for uh, isotopic studies wherein we want to analyze the structural changes happening um, in your organic backbone. So, maganda tong way, Josh, no, so that we can monitor kung ano yung nangyayari dun sa mismong organic structure natin. So, katulad nito, no, from alkylborane, inintroduce mo yung, let's say, deuterium or tritium, para ang mangyayari, magiging alkane siya. So, let's say yung alkane na yan, yung H yan, instead of H, naging deuterium or tritium yan. Tapos, let's say, nag-react na naman siya or nag-undergo ng another pathway, tapos makita mo, ay, natanggal yung deuterium, nawala yung reading, o kaya, ay, nandun pa rin yung tritium. So, anong meaning nun? We can easily trace kung ano yung nangyayari dun sa structure. So, pwedeng, yung reaction pala, pinalitan niya yung hydrogen, yung sumunod na reaction, wala siyang pake dun sa deuterium or tritium. So, it's a good, no, a good uh, process, or it's a good technique to have this analysis, no, ng hydrogens natin. Okay? So, pa-screenshot nito, Josh. Ayan, pasabihin mo pag screenshot na. So, I'll just read the problem. Starting with any needed Hello, Josh. Rinig na ba ako? Ulit.
Yes, naman.
Tapos, sorry, hindi mo yata ito makita. Punta lang ako sa slide. Yan. Ano yung nakikita mo na? Yung problem? Okay. So like what I mentioned, balik lang ako, ano. So an importance of this reaction, yung hydroboration protonolysis, 'di ba, we can convert nga alkene to alkane. So with this, we can also introduce um the deuterium or isotopes of hydrogen, deuterium and tritium, dun sa organic compounds, no. So why do we want that? Because deuterium and tritium can be easily detected via nuclear magnetic resonance. So if we will do that, we can do hydrogen tracing studies. No, yun yung gusto kong term na iniisip ko pa kanina. Yung tracing studies, kumbaga. When you say hydrogen tracing studies, we can actually learn what will happen to your hydrogen during the succeeding reactions. Kunwari, inintroduce mo na yung deuterium or tritium. So let's say, may specific place ka or specific na carbon number no na inilagay mo yung hydrogen. So if that is the case, makikita natin once nagkaroon na ng mga another succeeding reactions, makikita natin kung naaalis ba or nare-retain yung hydrogen na yun. So let's say, kung deuterium yan, pag dinetect natin ng NMR, ay meron pang deuterium. So it means, nandun pa yung deuterium, no? Pero kapag nag-analysis ka, ay nag-organic reaction ka, tapos nag-analysis ka na via NMR, nakita mo, ay wala nang deuterium peak, no? So, or normal na lang yung reading natin. So, if that is the case naman, Josh, ibig sabihin no, natanggal dun sa organic compound natin, yung deuterium. So, ibig sabihin, yung reaction na yun, that specific reaction that you perform, actually remove that hydrogen so that we can have this meaningful discussion kung anong nangyayari dun sa mismong compound during the reaction. So may mechanism ka. Ito ba ay screenshot na, Josh?
Hindi.
Sige. Okay na. Sige. Mamaya ako mag-share nung mismo whiteboard. So pero let's try to do letter A muna. So for this problem, what we want here is we need to introduce deuterium daw. So starting with any needed alkene or cycloalkene, and assuming you have deuterioacetic acid or deuterated acetic acid available, outline the synthesis of the following deuterium-labeled compounds. I'll do letter A. So for letter A, ayan, i-convert ko siya, Josh, into skeletal na structure. No? So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4. So butane. Then deuterium. Tapos meron dito. Tama ba? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tama?
Tawag dito.
Yeah, pero ano siya?
Ethyl deuteride.
Deuterated. So, deuterated lang siya. No? So, deutero yan. Yung, ang numbering natin ay kung saan may unang substituent. Right? So, kapag isotope, yun lang, no? Feeling ko isotope to, siya pa rin kasi isotope ko eh. So, ibig sabihin, this is a different substituent. I will confirm this later, Josh. Siguro habang nagsasagot ka. I'll number this 1, then 2, 3, 4. So, anong name nito? So, ang name, Josh, ay, so methyl group yung nasa carbon 3. So, 1, deutero. Yeah. To indicate may deuterium ka. Then 3-methyl butane. Ayan. Okay, I have a question, Josh. So, kung ayan yung target product natin, so, ano yung alkene daw na need natin para malagay dyan yung deuterium after protonolysis? So, ang gagawin ko lang, edi may alkene ako dito sa carbon 1 and 2. So, try natin, ha? Ayan, may double bond ako sa carbons, between carbons 1 and 2. Okay, Josh. After hydroboration, so this is the the reagents. After the hydroboration, anong mangyayari, Josh?
But, ano boss? Term
Ano again? Sorry.
terminal
Okay, correct. So, saan maaad ang BH2? Anong carbon? Saan maaad ang BH2, Josh? Saan maaad ang BH2? So we will recall anti-Markovnikov dapat no rearrangement. So saan siya ma-add? Anong carbon? Yung BH2. Yes, Josh?
Siya sa pinakadulo.
Okay, sa terminal natin sa carbon 1 lang din. Tapos, paano nga ulit mag-undergo ng protonolysis? Ano yung required reagents natin? Heating up with acetic acid. Pero hindi acetic acid kasi yung gusto nating i-introduce. What we want to introduce is yung deuterium. So, deuterioacetic acid yung gagamitin. So, with CH3, CO2D, and then heat. So, don't forget heat, Josh, ha? Kasi yan yung lead mo. Heat up natin yung system. Ano na ngayon yung mabubuo? So, yung BH2 will be replaced by what? Supposed to be kung hydrogen yan, kung acetic acid yan, Josh, hydrogen yung papalit. Pero ano ba yung acidic na hydrogen mo dyan na meron ka? It's deuterium, right? Yes, Josh? You're still there? So, deuterium ngayon yung papalit dyan. Yan na. So, did we get already our desired product? Ayun na ba siya? Yes. 1-deutero, 3-methylbutane. So, yan na ngayon yung product na. So, end share lang ako. Tapos, I'll share our ito. Ay, stop share lang ako. Tapos, share ako ng whiteboard. So, you can do 2 and 3. Don't worry, tutulungan pa rin kita dyan sa 2 and 3. Hindi naman ito practice set. Which is, ayun nga, practice set. The practice set is waving. We're almost done. No? Hindi naman almost. So, ano na, medyo malapit-lapit na tayo sa dulo, Josh, nitong chapter na ito. Hmm? Sige na, Josh. Paki-paste nung paki-paste, Josh, nung problem natin. So, we'll start na with hydroboration protonolysis number 2. Item number 2.
Copy na siya.
Okay, so we're done with letter E. Ang kailangan natin dyan ay yung 1-deutero, 3-methyl, 1-butene. Hindi pala butane yun, dapat 1-butene yun, 1-butene. Kasi alkene ang need mo dyan. Yeah, very good. Gawa mo muna siya ng skeletal structure. Tapos tsaka ka mag-iisip ng alkene kung saan mo saka ka mag-iisip, working backwards siya, kung anong alkene yung kailangan mo para ma-introduce mo yung deuterium dyan sa position niya. Yes, Josh. Number 2.
Ano ba?
Number 2. Ayan.
Pala ba?
1, 2. 2B, 2B. So, yan ang gusto mo. 1, 2, 3,
Kailangan
4. Tama ba? Ito yan. Yan, may deuterium ka dyan. Tapos may ganito. Yan.
Tama.
Anong may isa pa?
Okay naman.
Tama, no? Hmm. Yes, you can have working backwards. So definitely that nandiyan yung BH2. Mhm. Nasaan ang altin mo ngayon? Sige, gawin mo siya ngayon na reaction. So, i-move mo yan, ayan, sa gitna, dudo mo yan, tapos angat mo sila lahat. Very good.
Parang
Ayan,
ano pa,
nakuha
parang
mo
yung
yung
sa
gusto.
1980.
Yeah. Tapos saka mo lagyan ng mga arrows. And then we'll assess kung tama nga ba yung um, series of reactions mo. Lagyan mo din ng ano ha, ng reagents. Do not forget the reagents. Yeah. So first step is of course hydroboration. So we can have pH3 there. Very good. Okay. Sa step 2 ay protonolysis pero deuterium kasi yung gusto mong i-add. So dapat deuterio acetic acid or deuterated acetic acid. Mhm. May kulang yan. Anong kailangan mo for protonolysis? Temperature.
Okay. Ah,
So, triangle lang akin yan.
akala ko din
Hmm.
eh.
May error ka sa step 1 mo. Hydroboration lang ang need mo sa step 1. Hydroboration lang ang need mo sa step 1. Wala yan. Kasi nga, a hyphenated reaction ang oxidation. So, another ano siya. Yan. Very good. So, upon hydroboration, anti-Markovnikov yung susundin natin. So, BH2 will be added dito sa carbon 3 natin, no? So, and then after heating up with deuterioacetic acid, we can introduce now the deuterium atom dun sa carbon 3. Very good. Tama yan. How about letter C? Ayan. Take
Tama.
note yung letter C, ha? Tignan mo yung ano niya, yung positioning, yung stereochemistry.
I plus
Mhm. Yeah, plus enantiomer. Kung ano man yung enantiomer niya. O, you place it there sa 2C. Gawa kitang 2C. So, pwede mong gawin, Josh, yung ginawa mo rin kanina, and idulong mo na yan. Kasi yan yung target mo eh. Right? Ilagay mo na siya sa dulo, tapos lagay mo na yung mga araw-araw. O, tinuturuan na kita, copy-paste mo na yung mga araw-araw sa
pero
taas.
meron pala po akong problema.
Mhm. That's your enantiomer. Paano yan yung naging enantiomer? Inis. Pero that's correct naman. Kasi mirror images pa rin naman.
Correct, pero parang off na
Kinda.
anyway. Ayan, meron akong pang-copy paste. Paano yesterday po kasi I was forced
Hmm.
mga divergence. Dami pong copy paste.
At least you save 15 minutes for that.
Question po.
Yes, in addition.
Body care. Okay, dito.
Hmm. Ayan, para at least diyan dapat ang alkin mo. Sure yan. Kasi kapag dun yan sa kabila, Josh, either pang pag-attach yan ng pH2, either sides ng alkin.
Tapos
I told you, you just copy-paste the reagents.
there's no more need for suffering.
Okay. Let's analyze the wall back. Oy, Josh, for this, ito. Ay, ito yung malaki kong tanong. Ayan. Nandiyan ka ba sa board? Ito. Ayan, ito yung tanong ko, Josh. Alkin yan. How is that correct? Yes, Josh? Alkin yan, Josh. Nako, maling-maling yan. Ginawa mong angular yung mga alkin.
How am I going to draw the perfect rock? Wow.
No cheat code. No cheat code for this one.
Very sad po. Very sad.
Anyway, madali lang naman yan. Oh, ano yan? Naka-above the ring yung yung methyl? Naka-bend siya? Trigonal planar ang double bond.
Aba, naka-bench siya.
Yan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct.
Wow. Oh, wait. Actually, dapat mali pala po ako.
Yeah, that's fine. Nako, wag na. Magtatagal pa tayo.
Nasa
Let's
may
proceed
isa
na.
po
Pero
kung
tama
may
na yan.
mali pala.
So, upon hydroboration, you'll form this alkyl boranes. Very good. Check. And then, upon heating up with deuterioacetic acid, you'll form these deuterated compounds. Correct. So, I'll stop sharing and then we'll share again our presentation. Wala yung presentation. Ayan. Tapos, share screen. Ayan. Can you now see my presentation, Josh? Okay. Ano na yung nakikita mo? Ano yung naka-flash sa video or sa presentation?
No, wala. Wait a minute,
Your
wait a minute.
favorite.
Finally, my time
Di ba?
has come.
Di ba
My
last time?
time has come.
Di pala last time. You've been doing this a lot of times, or in your carbon will be bonded, supposed to be with hydrogen, and then I'll be surprised. Oh, from hydrogen, it was converted to Hg, mercury. Here we go. So you want to see carbon mercury bond? I'll give you one. So next natin na na reaction, Josh. It's also synthesis of alcohols from alkenes. Pero take note, balik tayo dun kay kay ano nga ito? Ha? Wait. Isip tayo ng problem. Eto, dito lang muna ako. Ha? Nag-iisip lang ako, Josh, nung nung possible. Okay, ito. Possible example. Ayan. Predict mo muna yung product, ha? Hindi. Ito. Tapos ayan. Okay, ayan. Tapos, ayan, Josh. Paki-predict nga yung products. Pa-predict ng products, Josh, for that alkene. Let's start with this one. Tanggalin muna natin ito. Ay, mag-off nga lang ako ng video. Ayan, Josh. Sige, pa-predict ng products, Josh. What if we're given with this alkene, Josh, tapos nag-undergo ng hydration, anong product yung mabubuo mo? Tapos kapag yung same compound nag-undergo ng hydroboration oxidation, anong product yung i-expect mo?
So, ay isa
Mhm.
mukha siyang
Sige.
dimethyl.
Sige, add mo siya.
Masulat, wala po.
Hindi ka nakaka-annotate?
Kaya po wala po lumalabas na lahat ng word.
What? Seryoso? Wait.
What if na ba? Annotate. What if
Sige, I'll stop sharing ulit. Ayan. Ano na yung nakikita mo ulit? So, sa board na lang ulit ako Feeling ko kasi naka-tablet kasi ako, Josh. Tapos, sa slide ako ngayon, may slides ako within the tablet kasi dito ko siya ina-access, hindi sa laptop. So, Dapat allow annotation. Hmm. Yan. Can you try to annotate na, Josh? Hindi pa rin?
Wala talaga po slides. So,
Ah,
dapat
sige.
po is
Okay lang yan.
nasa bottom left. Roll up.
Yeah. So, dahil dyan, ito na lang. At sabihin mo kung tama yung product ko, ha? So, ito ba yung product na iniisip mo dyan for
Nasa second.
hydration?
Wait lang.
So, 1, 2, 2, 3. Ano
Kaya
2,
po
3?
ano pala, I'm forced to use name.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sa 2 page mo.
2OH, correct? Hydration dito, Josh. Ano ang sinusunod pag hydration? Markovnikov, anti-Markovnikov.
Markovnikov.
O, di ba? O, dapat saan ang OH? Sa carbon 2. Okay, tama. Yeah. Tapos, move tayo dito sa kabila. Okay, so, correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then OH. Correct? Tama ba? Sunod kong tanong. Balik ako kay hydration, Josh. Are you sure yan ang only product mo? Ano ang intermediate dito? Ano yung intermediate mo bago ka mapunta dyan? Ano yung mechanism niya? Meron kang mabubuong what? Yes, Josh? Meron kang mabubuong ano?
Anyway.
Ayan. Meron kang mabubuong ano? Ayan. So,
Alcohol.
hydration. Ano ang intermediate mo dyan? Carbocation. Nasaan ang carbocation? Anong carbon? Nasa ang carbon ng carbocation? Yes, Josh?
Nasa carbon 2.
Okay, very good. Carbon 2.
Pero dapat
Very good. Ngayon, ito ba yung most stable carbocation mo?
Mag-methyl shift sa making.
Actually, tama naman.
Hydrate.
Tama yan. Tama yan. Mabubuo pa rin yung 2-butanol. Kasi may secondary carbocation ka naman. Yun nga lang, magkakaroon dapat ng methyl shift para ang mangyayari ay, yan. Tama? Mali. Hydride shift rather. Sigurahin ko lang. Hydride shift lang yan. Okay, magkakaroon ka ng hydride shift. Ayan. So, lilipat yung isang hydrogen mo, no? Para ang mangyayari ay, ito. Nandito ngayon yung carbocation mo. So, with that, Josh, ano ang mabubuo mong alcohol? So, you have another product for hydration. Ano ang mabubuo mong alcohol, Josh? Nasaan ang OH?
Nasa doon.
Okay, correct. So, 1, 2, 3, and then may OH ka ngayon dito. So, ibig sabihin, for hydration process or the hydration reaction, this is prone for rearrangement, right? Kasi nga carbocation ang intermediate mo. So with that, may rearranged products ka, which make it difficult for you to perform the reaction, especially in the laboratory and commercial settings. Kasi nga, ang dami mong products na mabubuo, need mo sila i-separate sa from each other. No? So with that, scientists or organic chemists found another or search for another pathway for um, conversion of alkene to an alcohol without undergoing rearrangement. Okay? So here comes your oxymercuration, demercuration. Okay? So take note, your oxymercuration, demercuration, like your hydroboration, oxidation, this is also a two-step mechanism, Josh, no? So two-step mechanism din siya wherein um, we will convert the uh, alkene to an alcohol without undergoing any rearrangement. Okay? So synthesizing alcohols from alkenes that avoids rearrangement is a two-step method called oxymercuration, demercuration. Okay? So take note, dalawang steps mo. So una ay maglalagay ka daw ng oxymercury. Okay? So kaya siya oxymercuration. And then sa second step, we remove the oxymercury group and then replace that with OH group so that we can form the final product, which is an alcohol. So in the first step, ito yung muna yung first step natin, Josh. Yung alkene natin magre-react with mercuric acetate. So that's mercuric acetate, OAC2. So yan. Mercuric acetate in a mixture of tetrahydrofuran and water. So ito yung tetrahydrofuran and water. To produce hydroxyalkyl mercury compounds. Ito yung intermediate natin. Yan. So siya yung kung may analogy tayo, Josh, siya yung kamukha ni alkylborane mo sa hydroboration oxidation. Hydroxyalkyl mercury compounds. Yeah. So hydroxyalkyl mercury. So yan ngayon yung intermediate mo. Tapos yung hydroxyalkyl mercury compounds can be easily reduced into alcohols with sodium borohydride. So sodium borohydride, then OH negative, tapos yan na. You'll now produce your alcohol. So from 1-methyl cyclopentene, naging 1-methyl cyclopentanol na siya. Okay? So, Josh, tignan mo yung kung gaano kabilis yung reactions. Check mo. Check mo yung oxymercuration kung gaano kabilis.
Markov,
Yes, Markovnikov?
alam ko na po transplant si Markov.
Mhm.
Tap siyang tap na, wait lang po.
Hindi. Tama
Difference
yan.
niya.
Tama.
Ayaw na magkaroon ng rearrangement?
Hindi talaga magkakaroon ng rearrangement yan with a given, kahit sa hydration yan, Josh, walang mangyayaring rearrangement kasi ma-add talaga yung OH mo dun sa may methyl group, correct? Kasi nga, nandun yung pinaka-stable mong carbocation. So this is just an example. Pero I want you to take note of the time. Tignan mo yung time of the reactions. Gaano kabilis ang oxymercuration? Check mo yung sa ilalim ng arrows. Yes, Josh? Tingnan mo yung yung reaction. Kung gaano siya ka time efficient. So tignan mo yung oxymercuration of 1-methylcyclopentene to hydroxyalkyl mercury or hydroxypentyl mercury, alam mo kung gaano kabilis? Within 20 seconds lang. So within 20 seconds, the reaction will be finished. No? So ganun kabilis yung oxymercuration. And then, from hydroxycyclopentyl mercury going to 1-methylcyclopentanol, using sodium borohydride na reduction, it will only take 6 minutes for us to form the product. So it means yung mismong reaction natin ay very time efficient, Josh. So both steps can be carried out in the same vessel lang din and take place very rapidly at room temperature. In fact, or below. In fact, no, yung oxymercuration in general can occur around 20 seconds to 10 minutes, and then the mercuration normally requires less than 1 hour. So overall reaction also gives alcohols in very high yields, which is 90%. Greater than 90%. Yan yung usual na yield natin. Very efficient to, Josh, yung oxymercuration, demercuration. Ano yung disadvantage? Sige. What is the disadvantage for this, Josh?
Ano?
Ay, yeah, correct. Since this one is using mercury, kahit sobrang bilis ng reaction, ako natutuwa ako dun sa reaction, Josh, kasi imaginein mo, pag nasa lab ka, sobrang laking save niyan sa time. No? So, yung oxymercuration mangyayari lang within seconds lang, tapos na, no? So, less than a minute, meron ka ng product. Tapos, yung reduction mo, yung demercuration na step, no? Within, let's say, less than an hour, you can also retrieve already the product. So this is really good. Okay. So in the first step, oxymercuration, water and mercuric acetate are added to the double bond. So take note of that. Meron kang OH na ma-add dun sa isang side ng alkene, and then sa another carbon mo, meron kang ma-add na HGOAC. Okay? So, yung isang acetate mo, mawawala yan. So, HGOAC. And then you'll form another acetic acid as a byproduct. Then sa step 2 naman, Josh, second step, demercuration, sodium borohydride reduces the acetoxymercury group and replaces it with hydrogen. So the acetate group is often abbreviated as OAC. By the way, pag OAC, alam mo na yun, acetate group yun. So, yung hydroxyalkyl mercury natin, this is your intermediate like what I mentioned. Ayan, ito. So, hydroxyalkyl mercury. Yan ang ating intermediate. Will react with sodium borohydride, then basic condition or basic sodium borohydride siya. Yung OH natin will be retained, yung alcohol. So this still follows the Markovnikov's
Hello, Josh. Ayan, rinig na ako. Ayan, sinali ko yung isa kong device para at least makapag-annotate ka dito. Okay. So, like what I mentioned, no, this is very time efficient wherein you can convert the alkene going to hydroxyalkyl mercury within seconds lang, no? Or in general, seconds to 10 minutes, no? And then from the hydroxyalkyl mercury, you can convert that to alcohol by reduction using sodium borohydride with hydroxide, no? So within an hour, usually tapos na yung reaction natin. And then, and proceed to the next slide. Ayan. So take note dun sa first step, ito I'm now introducing the reagents, Joshua. Sa first step, what we need here will be water plus mercuric acetate, so HgOAC2. So you can abbreviate this into HgOAC2. Okay, wait. Yeah. So take note of that, Joshua. So pwede siyang HgOAC2. And then, yung water heat dito ay actually bounded to your THF. So this is THF H2O. So yan siya. THF H2O. And then, so after the first step, Josh, yung OH na manggagaling sa water will be placed into your carbon. Tapos, yung mercuric acetate natin, it will release one of the acetate ion so that it can form acetic acid by capturing also the other hydrogen of water. And then, yung isang mercury acetate mo will be attached to your backbone, no? So or sa carbon backbone mo or carbon structure mo. And then after forming the hydroxyalkyl mercury, we now form that's your intermediate. So this is an intermediate. So this intermediate can be easily reduced to an alcohol via sodium borohydride. So sodium borohydride and then OH negative, one of the hydrogens of boron will be used so that you can convert the mercury acetate moiety to a hydrogen. No? So, yan, hydration. Alcohol na ulit yung nabuo mo. And then, you'll see here, ano yung nabuo mo, Josh? Tignan mo yung mga byproducts. Yes, Josh. Ano yung byproducts at the end of the reaction? Especially
Metallic.
hydromercuration.
Pero metallic. Tsaka yung acetate.
Correct. So mercury, meron kang mercury na pre-elemental, no? So elemental mercury sa byproduct mo. Kaya hindi siya ganun kaano na. Ginagamit pa rin naman to, Josh, pero kung meron kang ibang way or another reaction that you can introduce alcohol group to an organic function na organic compound, you may also use that. Because yun nga, may free mercury kasi na mabubuo dito. And then acetate ion. Okay. Let's now explore, no? Everything, yeah. Let's now explore the radioselectivity of oxymercuration demercuration. So take note of this, Josh, no? The net orientation of the addition of the elements of water, HNOH, is in accordance with Markovnikov's rule. So Markovnikov pa rin yung susundin natin. So let's say step 1, 1HgOAC2 mercuric acetate together with THF water, you'll form the alcohol. Okay? So, ngayon, yung mismong mechanism, later yan. So we also have another example, no? Tignan mo kung gaano kabilis yung reaction, Josh. 1 pentene and then oxymercuration within 15 seconds lang. So take note, within 15 seconds, you can now form the hydroxypentyl mercury. Okay? So hydroxypentyl mercury. And then, so yung borohydride reduction, you can now convert the uh, hydroxypentyl mercury into 2-pentanol. Okay? So, ganyan yung naging reaction natin. So, ngayon, rearrangements of the carbon skeleton seldom occur. Example, ito, yung 3,3-dimethylbutene. So, 1, 2, 3. Yan, 1. Okay. I have a question, Josh. Paano kung hydration ito? Can you write the products? Sige nga, Josh, can you write the products kung hydration? For 3,3-dimethyl-1-butene. Yes, Josh.
Ano mo Markovnikov dapat mo na lang. Sana po sana na pwede.
Sige, predict mo yung products.
Pagka na ano siya. Ayun, meron na pa.
Yeah, meron na yan, meron na. Ayan yung OH mo. Ayan, na-rearrange siya. Pero ano pa yung isang product? Ano pa yung isang product mo dyan? Hmm. Yung follow lang the Markovnikov's rule for hydration. Ano pa yung isang product? Yes, Josh? Yung Markovnikov's rule lang. Yung without rearrangement. Ano pa yung isang product? Hydration. Sa hydration pa lang. Plus, kasi rearrange product mo yan eh. Hmm. Ano pa yung isang product, Josh?
Ano ba?
Hmm.
Yung
Mm-mm. Ito ngayon yung tanong ko dyan. What if you want the Markovnikov product na unrearranged? Yung not rearranged. Di ba? So we cannot use hydration. That's the reason why we can use oxymercuration, demercuration here, Josh. So with oxymercuration, demercuration, using the same alkene, 3,3-dimethyl-1-butene, and then undergoing oxymercuration followed by demercuration, we can form 3,3-dimethyl-2-butanol with a very high yield, 94%. No? Ito, yung mismong product mo. Ito, yan. This one. Kasi yan yung gusto mong mabuo eh. Right? O, yan lang alone ang mabubuo mo during oxymercuration, demercuration. Okay? Let's now study the mechanism for oxymercuration, demercuration. So, ngayon dito ha, similarly, if you will recall, sa hydroboration meron tayong mechanism, then sa oxidation meron din tayong mechanism. Dito, Josh, yung oxymercuration lang yung aaralin natin. Kasi yung demercuration, it will require a different idea na kailangan natin. So baka balikan natin ito kapag nandun na tayo sa chapter na yun. Radicals. If I'm not mistaken, radicals kasi ang demercuration eh. So we're going to use radicals there. So wala pa tayo sa radicals. Let's start first with the mechanism of oxymercuration. Ayan. So for oxymercuration, we need here water, H2O, coupled with THF, no? Or complex with THF, tapos mercuric acetate. So take note, yung step 1 natin involves the equilibrium of mercuric acetate so that you can form this HGOAC, mercury acetate cation, and acetate anion. Okay? So those are the two products that we want from the equilibrium of HGOAC2. Okay? So again i-equilibrium mo muna si mercury acetate so that you can form the mercury acetate cation and the acetate anion. Once you have this cation and anion or acetate anion, your mercury acetate cation will be attacked by your alkene. Kasi nga rich, no? Yung double bond mo, rich in electrons. Cation or electrophile itong HGOAC. So with that, your alkene can attack that. So once you have the attack of your alkene to your mercury acetate cation, you will notice here a carbocation. Yun nga lang, yung carbocation mo is mercury bridge carbocation. Check mo to, Josh, yung mga ganito. Tingnan mo. Your HGOAC2 was attached, pero coordinated pa siya doon sa katabi ding carbon, yung originally part ng alkene. So yung form here is cyclopropane-like na bridge, no? Wherein one of the vertices will be mercury. So the alkene donates a pair of electrons to the electrophilic mercury acetate cation so that you can form a mercury bridge carbocation. Once you have this, no, in this carbocation, the positive charge is shared between the secondary, more substituted, and carbon atom and the mercury atom itself. So the charge on the carbon atom is large enough so that to account the Markovnikov orientation of the addition, but not large enough for a rearrangement to occur. So ano to, no? Parang serendipity siya na nagkataon, yung mercury cation mo, yung HGOAC2, HGOAC lang pala, HGOAC plus, wherein your plus sign or the positive charge is sitting on your mercury atom. Nagkataon siya kapag inatak na siya ng alkene, Josh, bubuo siya ngayon ng mercury bridge carbocation na 3 atoms yung involved, no, dun sa triangle talaga. So yung dalawang carbon doon, yun yung involved originally sa alkene. Okay? So ngayon, nagkataon dito si HGOAC, maa-attach siya dun sa less substituted, no, na carbon. So this one will look like that the OH will be added to the more substituted carbon. Kasi yung HGOAC2 mo, yung HGOAC rather, or mercury cation, the mercury acetate cation, was already occupying the less substituted side. So no choice ngayon yung water mo. So dun siya dun sa more substituted kasi mas maliit naman ang water, you know. So the hydroxy group will be placed under the
Is this purely po to
carbon with more
increase
substituent.
yields of hydration?
Hmm?
Is this
Again?
purely to increase the yield?
Yeah, and at the same time, to avoid rearrangement, no? So ito yung reason, Josh, kung bakit hindi nagkakaroon ng rearrangement sa oxymercuration. Kasi yung mercury acetate cation, it will be occupying yung side ng carbon na less substituted. So tama lang kasi mercury ito eh, no? So yung mercury acetate mo, enough daw yung laki niya para sundin natin yung Markovnikov orientation. Sa less substituted siya malalagay. Pero not large enough para mangyari yung rearrangement. So hindi natin pwedeng ilipat yung mercury mo dun sa more substituted na carbon. Kaya ang mangyayari, once you have your water as your nucleophile, it will now attack the carbon with a partial positive charge, yung nasa carbon na hindi na-bond ni mercury acetate cation. No? Siya yung kabila ng alkene. Siya yung mas substituted na alkene, kumbaga, Josh. Siya ngayon yung may positive charge. Siya yung pwede ngayong i-attack ng nucleophilic water. So once your nucleophilic water attacks your carbon with partial positive charge, the OH group will somehow, it will look like that the OH group was added to the carbon with more substituents. When in fact, nagkataon lang yan kasi yung mercury acetate mo, cation, ino-occupy niya na yung carbon na mas free kasi nga mas malaki siya na atom. So that's the reason why your OH group there can be attached to the carbon with more substituents via this mechanism. Okay?
Aba.
So with this, once you attach pala the water, Josh, once you attach the water to your cation, ma-deprotonate lang din siya with another water molecule so that you can form an acid there. So some notes sa oxymercuration, demercuration. So sa oxymercuration lang niya rather, yung sa first step lang. So first step, Josh, yung alkene ay i-convert into hydroxyalkyl mercury. Okay? Yun yung pinaka mechanism, overall reaction natin for oxymercuration. Conversion of alkene to hydroxyalkyl mercury. So, with this, yung upon calculations daw indicate that the mercury bridge carbocations or the mercurinium ions, they retain much of the positive charge of the mercury moiety. Kaya yung partial positive charge, setting siya dapat dun kay metal mo, kay mercury. Ito, back tayo. Ayan, Yan. So kapag nag-bond na ang mercurinium cation, yan, dun sa isang side ng alkene mo, so siya ngayon yung maglalagay ng partially positive charge sa sarili niya. And at the same time, dun sa carbon na hindi siya nakaband, na originally part ng alkene. Okay? So the positive charge is large enough so that we can account for the observed Markovnikov addition, pero it's too small to allow the usual rapid carbon skeleton rearrangements that take place with more fully developed carbocations. Take note, Josh, carbocation naman yung nabuo. Tama yun. Pero if you will notice here, once na-bond na kasi si HGOAC, dun sa mismong double bond mo, yung sa given na starting material, alkene, you will notice here that from a full positive charge na mercurinium ion, mercurinium cation, from full positive charge, naging partial positive charge na lang siya nung na-add si OAC dun sa mismong structure. Okay? So, yan ngayon yung mga cases natin. Note, meron pang additional note. Although attacked by water on the bridge mercurinium ion, this one will lead to anti-addition of OH and mercury groups. Okay? So, pakitandaan yan, Joshua. Yung OH and mercury groups will be added. The OH, again, so, yung water mo, yung OH saka yung Hg groups rather, the mercury groups, once nangyari yung oxymercuration, anti-addition yung mangyayari. So ngayon, kapag nag-demercuration step ka, i-replace lang naman ng hydrogen yung mercury. So ngayon, retention yun, Josh, ng configuration. And we will not discuss yet the mechanism for the mercuration because the mechanism likely involves radicals. We'll have a separate chapter for radicals, Josh. So the net result of oxymercuration, demercuration is a mixture of syn and anti-addition of H and OH to the alkene. Okay? So yan ngayon yung end natin ng oxymercuration, demercuration. So syn and anti-addition of H and OH to the alkene. Yan yung net result natin. Okay. So next. Paano kung yung mismong solvent, no, ay meron ding nucleophile or the solvent molecule acts as your nucleophile itself. So, if that is the case, meron ka dapat na alkene, let's say yung alkene mo, trinate mo with mercuric trifluoroacetate, okay? Tapos nasa THF siya, containing alcohol, the product will still be alkoxyalkyl mercury compound. So, ayan. Yan yung mangyayari. So, if a solvent molecule acts as a nucleophile in the oxymercuration step, the overall process is called solvomercuration, demercuration. So, ang nangyayari dito, Joshua, yung alkene mo will be reacting with mercuric trifluoroacetate. So, if that is the case, naka-dissolve yan usually sa THF alcohol, Josh. So, this is solvomercuration because the solvent itself will also play a role here.
By the way
So,
po, ROH.
alcohol siya.
Next mo.
So, nakakomplex siya sa with DOH. Pwedeng ano yan, Josh? Ethanol or propanol. Yeah, isopropanol. Okay. Ang mahalaga lang naman, alam mo kung ano yung ginagawa nung water. Sa una, yung ginagawa ng water, siya yung taga-provide ng OH. Ngayon dito, sa solvomercuration, demercuration, siya yung taga-provide ng OR. And if that is the case, Josh, anong nangyari? So para siyang hydroboration, protonolysis. Pero ang nangyari dito, iba. No? So, kamukha siya nun, pero magkaiba lang sila ng intermediate, pero they will end up having the same principle. Okay? So, OR or alkoxy group will be added to your carbon, and then you form an alkoxyalkyl mercuric trifluoroacetate na intermediate. So, take note, this is just an intermediate. Tapos, bioreduction of sodium borohydride or demercuration, mabubuo natin ngayon yung ether. So, oxymercuration, demercuration is also not limited, no? Dun sa, i-add mo lang yung water, THF water, and then you form alcohol via oxymercuration. Ito, hindi. Ang nangyari is oxymercuration step pa rin, pero with the help of your solvent, THF ROH, and then mercury trifluoroacetate, will now form alkoxyalkyl mercuric trifluoroacetate. Okay? So instead of alcohol, ano yung nabuo, Josh? Ano yung nabuo? Kapag yan yung ginamit, THF ROH. Yes, Josh? Ano ang nabuo? Ano ang nabuo? Di ba pag
siya.
alkene nag-undergo ng exomercuration demercuration, yung usual, oxymercuration demercuration, alcohol ang mabubuo. Pero pag yung
Nag-water.
alkene, correct. Pag yung alkene nag-undergo ng solvomercuration, that's your clue, solvomercuration demercuration, alcohol yung kasama ng THF dyan, hindi water. So, an ether will be formed.
Bakit hindi po pwedeng normal mercuration na ether?
Ano normal mercuration ng ether?
Pa po alcohol.
Hmm.
Dapat water lang. Nila ethanol.
Diniretso mo na ethanol. Tama ba? Hindi. Kasi paano mo ilalagay yung kabilang hydrogen? So if you will notice, ayan, no? Paano mo ilalagay yung hydrogen na kabila? Kasi pares silang manggagaling sa same molecule. Eh. Ayan, katulad niyan. Sa step 2, Josh, ang question ko dyan, how can you place there the OH group? Right? So ang kailangan talaga natin dito is yung mercury acetate mo, i-occupy niya yung less substituted carbon para yung OH mo will be added. Yung OH na nanggaling sa water, so take note OH yung ina-add mo sa oxymercuration na nanggaling sa water ay mapiplace dun sa more substituted na carbon atom. Okay? So, yan yung kanina. Instead na OH yan, OR yung dinagdag. Okay. Sige, Josh. Let's try to solve this using oxymercuration demercuration. Na-screenshot mo na, Josh? Ay, ako na lang. Na-screenshot mo na?
Abo.
Sige.
Ano pa pala?
Ikaw na. Na ano mo na? Nakuha mo na, Josh? Okay. Nakuha mo na, Josh? I-share ko lang yung whiteboard, ha? Ayan. Where will you place that? Okay, sa kabila. Angat-angat mo na lang, Josh. Tapos, lagyan ko na lang ng arrow. Lagyan ko ng line to separate them. Josh, our meeting will be ending by 10 minutes. Ang next meeting na lang natin, since nag-meet naman na tayo this Friday, ay baka Monday na. Okay? Kasi most of the time ay may class ka rin naman ng Saturday. Para at least you can give time for your other subjects as well. Let's solve.
Dapat mapaforce po siya.
Markov-Nikov naman eh. So write the structure of the appropriate alkene and specify the reagents needed for synthesis of the
Wala pa
following
dyan ako.
alcohols by oxymercuration
Number
demercuration.
Letter N.
Letter A. 1A.
Awang. Awang.
Hmm. Sige, sundin natin yung ano mo.
Awang.
Terminal alkene siya.
Di ba?
Ay.
The special term. Ah. Kasi
Straightforward nga siya. Yan na yun.
tama. Wala
Okay.
naman si
So, ano nga ang ano natin? Naalala mo, Josh, naalala mo yung reagents? Mercuric acetate. Mercuric acetate yan. Okay, correct. Mercuric acetate. HgOAC2, PHF,
ay, OAC
H2.
pala. Papabalang acetate.
Wait lang. Ayan.
Paano po yun?
PHF.
Yung HG, ay, hindi pala. Pala yan yung
Sige, i-drawing mo kung ano yung magiging ano mo, hydroxyalkyl mercury. Ano yung hydroxyalkyl mercury na compound na mabubuo dyan?
and yes.
Oh. Okay, correct. Nandyan yung OH. Tama. Yan. Then, yan, maglalagay ka ng mercury dyan. HgOAC. Oh, natupad yung wish mo, hindi lang siya hydrogen this time. It's mercury, literal. You now have the carbon-mercury bond. Tapos, mag-undergo ng reduction, NaBH4, sodium borohydride, and then OH negative. Okay. What will happen next? Yung HgOAC ay mapapalitan lang ng hydrogen. So, ano na yung katumbas niyan? Okay, correct. Which is yun ba yung target natin na compound? Yes, yan yun. Okay, sige, proceed na with letter B.
Ano yung tawag sa ion na
Mercurinium ion.
okay.
Cation siya eh. Kasi cation yan, Josh eh. Magiging ganito to ha. Ayan. Magiging ganyan siya. Yan. Mercurinium cation. Letter B, Josh. For letter B, lagyan natin ng mechanism, Josh, para at least makikita natin. Yung oxymercuration lang, yung may mechanism. Kasi Yung demercuration involves a radical reaction. So if that is the case, we cannot give the mechanism, no, for this. Sige, let's start for number 2. Ayan, may 4 minutes pa tayong remaining. Are you there, Josh?
Opo.
Kailangan kita dito sa number 2. Okay? So, sa number 2, gawan lang natin siya ng ano ha, ng okay, yan lang. O, mag-start tayo dyan. Ano yung unang mechanism? Dapat i-equilibrium mo yung mercury acetate muna to form equilibrium yan, Josh, to form mercury AC plus yung mercurinium ion mo plus OAAC negative. Correct?
Opo.
Ayan. Tapos, dahil may, electrophilic to
Atak na
right?
ang
Yeah. O,
AC
ilagay mo. O, ikaw mag-attack dun sa HG. O, ayan ilalagay ko dito. O. Go, attack. Tapos, anong mangyayari? Okay, so
form pa
ay,
ng
hindi na aalis yung isang AC dyan. Yan lang yan. HGOAC lang yan.
ayos opo. Kaya mag-anak.
So, ito yung partially positive, another partially positive. Tapos ito, CH2 lang naman to And then, okay. HGOAC. Yan, OAC yan. Sige. Ikaw
Tapos
na.
pa rin mo.
Ayan. Very good. Yan na ngayon yung mercury bridge carbocation natin. Okay? That's your mercury bridge carbocation.
Bye.
Okay. Correct. I-attack ng water. Yung mas less substituted tuloy. Yung mas substituted na side, no? Kasi yung HGOAC, blocking niya na dun sa, kinuha niya na yon yung less hindered, less sterically hindered carbon atom. Kulang to. Nandito pa yung HGOAC2 mo. HGOAC mo. Okay. Sige, lagay mo na. Sino yan? Akala ko ba anti? Ayan.
May ano pala, may actin pala dito.
No.
Ano?
And then what will happen next?
CH4.
Okay, correct. Ayan na pala. Ito na yung ano natin. Hindi. Isulit mo muna yung final product. Tama ba ako?
Imagine drawing.
Ayan. Ano na yung susunod? Hindi natin ilalagay yung mechanism kasi walang mechanism for that kasi radical siya. So we will not discuss that first. Yehey! Yan na yung target compound natin. Mag-end na yung meeting, Josh. Next meeting natin next week, Monday, if ever. Okay? Mag-approach, mag-chat.
Mapupunta na ba? Ayun.